You ever turn a corner in Black Ops 6, you see an enemy and you have no time to react, your screen doesn't even turn red and you're just instantly dead? Well, there's a few reasons why this is happening. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely one of the reasons, and we're going to go more into that in detail afterwards, and we're not going to talk about it in the way a lot of people talk about it, in the way I've spoken about in the past. There's a lot of different stuff that we're going to mention about skill-based matchmaking and why this is crazy, but the reason why you shoot first and die first in Black Ops 6 a lot of the times is completely out of your control, and no matter what you do, you cannot fix it. And unfortunately, that's just the way this game is. And the people that are also shooting you and dying, and killing you first, I should say, are also dying multiple times that same way, most likely in the same lobby. Let's get into it, guys. But before we do, if you guys need any camo unlocks, or if you want to just go ahead and get some double XP tokens, go and check out MMOEXP, link down in the description. I got you guys with some % off as well. Now, the one thing I want to talk about, and we're going to kind of break this video up into two parts. We got skill-based matchmaking, actually three parts. We got skill-based matchmaking, skill, and desync. These servers are garbage. They're hot garbage. Now, a lot of people say these are 20 Hz servers, which is completely false. They're actually not 20 Hz servers. They actually, I think they go up to 62 or something like that. So in all fairness, the server hurt rate is not bad, or hertz rate, whatever you want to say. It's not bad. It's not the worst. And the closer you live to a server, the better connection you have, at least in theory. In Call of Duty, that's not the case. In this game, if you turn the corner and you see an enemy and he drops you before you could even drop him, is because the server's already registered that you pass that corner before you actually do. And the reason they do that is, well, we'll get into that in a minute. Now, I'm gonna give you guys another example. Let's say you turn a corner, you don't see an enemy, you ADS, and then somebody pops around that corner. The second you see them on your screen, they drop you in an instant. This is what happens to me a lot more often, and that is, again, it's a server issue. The desync issue is completely off. The servers are really bad. So basically what's happening here is the enemy is running around the map. He's running around that corner, he sees you, he registers that you're there. It's not that he has insanely fast response time or anything like that. He sees you there on his screen before you could see him on your screen, and he drops you fairly fast. At least it feels like that for you, but in reality, it probably took him 5 or 6 shots to actually get you down. Now, the reason why it all feels and it all comes in as one shot, and the second you see him, you're dead, is because his server, or his console, is connecting to the server. Your console is connecting to the server, and the server is also connecting to both your consoles, in layman terms. Now, what he does when he takes his 5 shots on screen, it all goes to the server, and then it kind of gets jammed in like a little bit of a traffic jam. Imagine it just gets stuck at the server for a sec. On your screen, you don't even see he's there yet because it's kind of stuck in that server still, and this all takes milliseconds. It's all within milliseconds, but it just seems instant. And then what you see on your screen, even if you take your shot at him, you are not going to drop him because his shots are already registered. The server is finally catching up to it, and then it sends all that information to you at once, rather than sending it bullet by bullet, and you just end up dying in what feels like a second. And that's where a lot of packet burst comes from. If you ever play this game and you see that little orange packet burst thing pop up, that's one of the main issues. And Call of Duty, even though there's 62 Hz servers, they're still garbage servers. Let's just face it. Other FPS games, they don't have this issue as much, and because Call of Duty also has a very fast time to kill, it's all just really prevalent. You just see all this a lot more often. It all happens a lot faster, a lot more often, and it's really annoying. Now, where does skill-based matchmaking come into this? Well, skill-based matchmaking, at least if you're a high-skilled player, and I'm talking, you don't even have to be really bad, like a .70 KD, you have a decent reaction time. Your enemies are probably between 0.50 and 1.2 KD, at least within that lobby. We're going to give them a huge range, all right? So say 0.50 to 1.2 KD. If you're playing a game, you got a 0.90 KD or you got a 1.0 KD, you have good knowledge of the game. You know how to play the game, you know how to ADS, you know how to aim, you know how to do all that kind of stuff. Your enemies in that same lobby of you, as you are in, I should say, are either going to be worse than you, as good as you, or better than you. That's just how skill-based matchmaking works. They're not going to be really bad like bots, and they're not going to be really good like pro players, but they might be better than you. And if somebody jumps around that corner already aiming down sights because they have some skill in this game, it's just all going to feel really fast, and it's going to complicate you and make your brain want to explode. And the best thing to do in this situation is just yell at your monitor, because there's nothing else you could do. And I've caught myself doing that a lot in this game. It sucks, but it is what it is. There's not much else you could do about it. There's actually nothing you could do about it. You're just gonna die. And skill-based matchmaking, because of how strong it is, because of how prevalent it is in Black Ops 6, you're going to run into issues where the servers are just not going to work in your favor, and it's going to work in the enemy's favor. And if the enemy's already better than you, there's nothing, not even a slim chance that you're going to win a gunfight. Now, if skill-based matchmaking wasn't in this game, and the servers were as bad as they currently are, so the servers don't change, but there's no skill-based matchmaking. Every so often, you'll get into a lobby where every single player is worse than you. And even if this does happen, the reaction time is going to be so slow that they have no time to react practically. And by the time they start shooting at you, even though you didn't see them on your screen initially, you will see them now, and you will be able to drop them as well. And this is why I say, when playing Call of Duty, man, one thing you really want to look at, or at least try to do when you're playing a game, is run around corners as fast as you can. Slide through a corner, do whatever you got to do through a corner, make it really fast, because these servers sometimes lag behind. And if you could slide around a corner and start shooting at an enemy, chances are he might not see you there. Now, I'm not saying sprint around the whole entire map like a hellish chicken. You don't want to do that either. That's kind of useless. But what you want to do is kind of just run around the map, slide around corners, especially if you know the enemies are there, and you will get this to work in your favor. Now, the only thing is, you'll never notice when this is working in your favor, because you're going to see the enemy on your screen, you're going to take the normal amount of shots it takes to kill the enemy on your screen, and you won't know this, but he probably will notice it. Most likely he'll notice it. If he's facing you, he'll feel like he got instantly dropped. You're going to feel like a good player because he didn't shoot back. So it kind of works both ways. This happens to you, but it also happens to the enemies. It's not something that, like, where you're playing the game and everything is against you and this game wants you to fail and stuff. No, this game wants everybody to fail. This game does not, like, if they didn't want everybody to fail, they wouldn't have estimated kills in action, eliminated, whatever. If you get an assist, it shouldn't count as a kill. This game's holding your hand, man. This game's literally holding your hand. I have a 1.60 KD. That's really trash, in my opinion, at least for my own playstyle. Back in Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2019, I was roughly at a 1.60. In this game, I'm again at a 1.60. So on paper, it looks like I'm the same type of player. I got the same things going for me and all that kind of stuff. But in reality, a lot of assists count as kills. If I didn't get all those assists, I'd probably be closer to like a 1.3 KD, which really sucks. It really sucks. And I don't know why they designed the game this way. I don't know why they designed it for you to die instantly every single time. I don't know why they made it so that everybody's on a fair, even playing field. If you're skilled, you should be able to drop every single person. And that's all I wanted to talk about, the desync issues and the skill-based matchmaking. I will say quickly, I will briefly go over this. This game also has another issue that's going to cause you to die a lot, and that's the spawns. The spawns are garbage. These spawns are made for you to lose. How many times have you killed someone just for him to spawn within 20 meters of where you just killed him so he could have a chance to get you back? That's annoying. How many times have you killed someone, killed another person, you see that they should be spawning in front of you because you have no teammates there, their spawn should still be there, and they end up behind you? How many times have you not killed anyone, you haven't done anything, your whole team, I should say, are behind you, beside you, no enemies come out in front of you, they don't kill any of your teammates, and somehow they get you? How many times are you running beside a teammate, 3 teammates, and you're the one that gets shot at? It feels like there's bots in this game that are out to get you and not shoot at each other. I'm not going to say that is the case. It's probably not the case, but it does feel like that. It does feel like there's some bots put into multiplayer out to get you, and it's just annoying. And that was a patent a few years ago that Call of Duty did. They wanted to bring bots into multiplayer. It's just frustrating, but I'm going to stop this video. I just wanted to kind of talk about that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sick right now, so I'm going to stop talking. My throat's really hurting. It sounds disgusting, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been killing it. I really appreciate that. And let me know down in the comments below. Do you think there are bots in multiplayer that are out to get you? I do. It's probably not the case, but I do. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.